Hey guys, it's Luna. Last week I've been in Yosemite and I can't tell you how amazing that trip was. It was life-changing, it was emotional, it was just insane. We camped out in the backpackers campground for about a day and then we took the John Muir Trail. We spent our second night at a place called Sunrise Creek. That was probably like the best campground we got because we found a bunch of boulders or rocks or whatever, and we made our own little fire pit and we found firewood and we pitched our tents on this really huge flat rock surface. And we were right next to the lake, so we could filter our water and go swimming and all that stuff. And get this, we saw a bald eagle flying right over our heads. Ah, that's right, a bald eagle. My dad has gone to Yosemite almost every year since he was 11 years old, and not once in those years has he seen a bald eagle. Yeah, that was so amazing, you know. Bald eagles are just so rare. It's really rare to see one in the wild, you know. The story of how that happened was we were like swimming and hanging out on the rock and everything, and there was this young couple in their 20s or something. They were researchers, and they were like, I don't know what they were doing. They were just researchers camping in Yosemite, and the guy was like, look, it's a bald eagle! And we were like, whoa, what? That's crazy! I wish I had a picture of it, like that. It's blown away. Yeah. My sister was about to take a picture, but it was too fast. It's depressing. I wish I had a picture of the bald eagle. Oh my god. We did see plenty of deer on the trip, of course. There's like millions of deer in California because it's illegal to hunt them. They were really close to us. I mean, those deer are bold, man. Like nothing like I've heard. They're usually pretty shy and, you know, run away at the very sight of human beings. But there's not a lot of hunting going on in California, so they must be not very shy. There was about 2 deer. They were like young stags. They were chasing each other around right near our camp. And later, one of them came into our camp like 5 feet away from us. We had laid most of our stuff on this boulder, and my mom and dad were like getting things packed up, and the deer was like on the other side of the rock, and he poked his head out, and then my mom like picked up one of our backpacks, and then he trotted off, or ran off, or whatever you want to call it. That is one bold stag. The highlight of our trip was Half Dome. For those of you who don't know, Half Dome is basically this huge boulder, probably like the biggest boulder you will ever see in your life. And it's kind of hard to demonstrate, but it's like not nearly as tall as Mount Whitney, but pretty big. It was like you climb up the really steep part, and then like toward the edge it's like straight down, like that, like a face, you know. And people climb that boulder every single day. It's not just a boulder, it's a rock. A rock. We climbed Half Dome probably our 4th day out in Yosemite. And let me tell you, climbing the steps before you actually climb Half Dome, it's like Frodo Baggins climbing up the mountain to destroy the ring. I'm serious. I seriously felt like Frodo Baggins climbing up those huge steps. I mean, it was insane. I was already tired. I didn't even climb Half Dome yet. Half Dome is steep. We get to Half Dome. We don't have much water left, which is not very good. And let me just tell you something about my dad. He is afraid of heights. And my sister, who is by far at almost 10 years old, she was the youngest person we saw up on Half Dome that day. Everybody was telling her how impressed they were with her. Like, she was by far the shortest, littlest, youngest person up on Half Dome that we saw on that day. So my sister and my dad were a team. They were Team Scaredy Cat. Me and my mom, we both love heights, so we were Team Bravery. We clip on to the cable that they have set up for you all the way up. And you guys remember the scene in Mulan where she's climbing the pole and she retrieves the arrow? That is how I felt when I climbed to the top of Half Dome. I felt like Mulan using her arm strength to get that arrow. Song included.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I ever met, but you can bet before we're through, Mister, I'll make a man out of
I think going down Half Dome was a little scarier than going up Half Dome because it's really slippery and steep, and if you're facing the rock, then I personally think it's scarier that way because then you never know if you're gonna slip and fall and die. I wish I had a t-shirt to give to my friends and it would say, "My friend climbed Half Dome and all I got was a stupid effing t-shirt." Then I could just rub it in their faces for years to come. So on our way down from Half Dome, we ran into a man and his two sons. They somehow got off the trail and they were lost with no water. My dad gave them directions and they must have found some like magical spring that came out of nowhere because we were going back to our campsite and we had no water, and I ran into those people again and they were like, "Oh, you're out of water? Here, we have plenty." And we downed that bottle of water like it was beer. I was really exhausted and it was kind of emotional because for the first time I had lost my appetite. I never lose my appetite. I have a huge appetite. I actually eat more when I'm nervous. I never ever not eat. It kind of hurt forcing myself to eat trail mix. So one of my favorite things about camping at Yosemite is the people you meet there are so cool. It's like this camping community where you all look out for each other, especially on Half Dome because that is the most dangerous thing. Deaths have happened there. So we went to this pizza place in this little village and my dad was riding the shuttle bus to our car so that he could get a parking spot. And that was like 2-hour trip, maybe. And when he got to the car, he found this young married couple, probably in like their late 20s or so. Their car was about an hour and a half away, and they had just finished their backpacking trip, sorta. So my dad offered them a ride, and they accepted, and they joined us for a late dinner. We had so much in common with those guys. Their names were Cooper and Callie, and they're from Alabama. And they've been to so many places that my parents want to go to. They've been to New Zealand, I think, and some other place. that my parents want to go to. I don't know. But we were just like swapping all these like travel stories, and they were like the awesomest people we ever met. After we decided to go back to camp, they gave us a ride. And get this, the entire back of their car is a mattress where you can sleep. Yeah, they had been traveling in a car that you sleep in the back. And we all sat on it. And I had the picture to prove it, so don't call me a liar. That was totally awesome. I loved that. Cooper and Kelly, if you're still out there somewhere, come follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel because you're awesome. Subscribe to both my channels, Luna Florky Vlog and Moonrock45, please. Thank you. So, that was how I spent my week, and it was awesome. Yesterday was my dad's birthday, so for those of you who have subscribed to his channel, his username is Brandon Florky. Or if you know him personally, please wish him a happy birthday. I know it's past, but I mean, you know, you want to wish people a happy birthday. Also subscribe to my vlog channel and also my Moonrock45 channel. That would be my web show. I'm going to have a video posted for that on Wednesday. I'll be doing a review on the movie My Little Pony Equestria Girls. I'm going to watch that again. Also expect on this vlog channel some videos taking place at my Grandma Diane and Papa Hank's house. So I only spent like one day at home after being in Yosemite for a week. I'm going to be spending this week at my grandparents' house. So there'll be some vlogs to share this week. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!